Rich Rising. It's almost noon, but I had a low-key, a chaotic morning. So, yeah, now I'm here. But today I wanted to talk about energetic congestion and the importance of making sure that your channels are clear. I mentioned yesterday that I live on my Neptune line, and Neptune energy is boundless. There are no boundaries when it comes to Neptune. Everything is meshed into one as a reminder that we are inseparable from each other and we are inseparable from the divine. And it's easy to get confused when it comes to your sense of individuality, your sense of identity, your purpose, your mission, because everything is just meshed into one. There's not that idea of individualization when it comes to Neptune. And I'm somebody that I feel like I know myself pretty freaking well. Like, I feel like that's just like level 1 to life, know thyself. And coming into my Neptune line, I found myself a lot more adventurous and more open to doing things, even if it's not necessarily to my betterment. Like, I found myself smoking a lot more. I found myself even drinking a lot more. And I don't drink like liquor like that. More so, we're talking about wine. One thing that I've noticed while living here is my channels. They be getting clogged. And it's because on the Neptune line, it's so easy for things to flood your channels. And I don't think that's an experience that is just unique to me. I think that with where we are at in the world, we're constantly being thrown ads, commercials, constantly being persuaded to buy and consume and consume and consume. Like, it's literally everywhere. We have so many platforms. The amount of content we're able to consume is becoming endless because of how short everything has become. And because of this overconsumption that's going on within our culture, the channels are getting flooded, things are getting congested, people are getting constipated, okay? And once you found yourself almost drowning in the waters of overconsumption, it's kind of hard to pull yourself out of that. And it kind of feels weird too, because it's been so normalized to always be consuming, like always be consuming. It's so normal to sit with a group of friends and everyone's on their phone scrolling on TikTok. It's so normal for people to have sex and then roll over and get on social media. We've lost the plot. We've lost the plot. And I'm trying to get back on track with having my channels cleared, feeling clear, feeling like I'm not so congested. I think the easiest way, the first step to clearing our channels is social media boundaries. Let's at the very least not feel like we need to go on TikTok every day. I started putting restrictions on my screen time when it comes to TikTok. So I can only go on TikTok for an hour on Wednesdays, and I can go on TikTok for 3 hours on Saturdays, but I'm going to reduce that for sure, because I really I don't need any of these apps. I don't have an Instagram. I'll probably never get on Instagram ever again. I have Facebook, but mostly for Facebook Marketplace, but then I always find myself going through the feeds, and it's just all low vibrational for me. It's just all fucked up. It's so ghetto. It's so just disgusting on Facebook. But I'm not too worried about Facebook personally, because I cannot find myself on there for hours. But YouTube, okay? Let's clock it for a second. YouTube is amazing. We love YouTube over here. But because it's so long form, it's so easy to get caught up in hours and hours of consumption, and that's not good for the channels. I feel like we need to spend more time, and this is not even an unpopular opinion. Like, y'all have heard people talk about this multiple times. It's like having boundaries with social media has become a fad. Seriously. And that is so unfortunate, but it's so important. It's so important that we bring awareness to that, because it's very dystopian how attached we are to other people's lives, other people's ideas, other people's thoughts. And to tie back into yesterday's word about moving with spirit, how could you ever move with spirit if your channel is clogged? Your channel is what connects you to the divine. Your channel is what connects you to your intuition. Your channel is what tells you to move in a certain direction that's going to lead you to what you desire. But when you're clogged up, you get confused. And then you end up running in circles, repeating cycles that never needed to be repeated. Having karmic interactions that never needed to meet. We make things harder on ourselves as human beings. We do things that we know we shouldn't be doing. And we won't even just do it a little bit. We will freaking indulge in things that we know damn well we're not supposed to be overindulging in. And I love social media. I really do. I started this year off social media and then have reintegrated myself back into some apps. But now I find myself over consuming again. And it's like, where's the healthy balance? Where's the healthy balance? At this point, it's deeper than touching grass. We need to be touching our bare skin. We need to be touching ourselves. Okay, that sounded weird. But we need to be getting back in tune with ourselves. Our meat suit. Our own thoughts, our own ideas, our own preferences. It's actually very sexy to be a person with substance. That's all I have to say today. It's the 888 portal. So happy 888. Number of abundance. Tapping into infinite possibilities. Wealth, luxury. How are we spending the day, guys? How are we spending the day? I don't know what I'm about to get into. Might find like a cafe or something, maybe somewhere that serves like wine and tapas, and just method act as my most abundant, luxurious, getting paid to exist self. I wish prosperity among everyone that watches this video. I love you guys. Have a good day.